Hey, what's up, Eagles Nation? It's your guy, Cool Eagle, back here with another video. Just want to come talk to you guys right quick before we get into Wild Card Weekend and go on about our day here. And I just want to tell you guys, man, I'm glad y'all have finally come to a conclusion that this Deshaun Watson trade is completely ridiculous. It should not even be talked about. Why would you want to give your franchise quarterback, who you just gave a contract to, and your number 6 pick and some other things, for Deshaun Watson, who has a bigger contract and who's going to be put into the same hellfire of wide receivers when he clearly has a better wide receiving core back in Houston, and we can go down a list. Now, I'm just super happy that this is just all speculation. It's just not truly going to happen. Even though a lot of us can blame Deshaun Watson for a lot of his criticism because he wanted to get his mouth on the media and complain about what's going on in front office, and rightfully so. You know, as the quarterback of a franchise, you are basically the CEO. Like, you're getting paid millions of dollars a year, although you're not getting paid GM or owner salary. You know what I'm saying? You know, you still have a right to have some kind of say in what's going on in management. You know, like who's going to be your head coaches, who's free agent players, who's going to be signed, all that good stuff. You know, the talent evaluation going into the draft. Rightfully so, Deshaun Watson should have a right, but a lot of owners, just because they make 10 times more than what the athlete is making, they probably could care less, and that seems to what's been going on in Houston. As we have reports of Cal McNair saying that he wants to build a wall. Well, not going to go into politics here, but sounds very familiar. But yeah, man, that Deshaun Watson trade is completely ridiculous. I'm glad nobody is really taking this seriously. I'm glad we haven't heard anything from Eagles camp as far as, you know, actually going into negotiations, okay? Now, another thing I want to talk about is the wild card picks, okay? Because we have a lot of good playoff games today, and sadly the Eagles could not be in there after a 3-year-long streak. But, you know, the old saying goes, all good things must come to an end eventually, and this is no different from us, okay? Now, the first game, I don't know if y'all follow me on Twitter, but make sure you do. It's at DEF Cool Eagle, okay? Yeah, so wild card picks today, okay? The Colts and the Bills play today. That's the first game. Now, for me, that was a hard pick for me just because, you know, I like both teams because both teams are very equally sound. Both of them have a great offense and a very sound defense. Both of their head coaches are playing their first playoff games as head coaches. Well, like, not really the guy for the Buffalo Bills, but, you know, cause I think he lost his last 2, if I'm not mistaken. You know, like, correct me if I'm wrong on that. But at the same time, it was hard for me. So I just had to come down to question, who can I trust to turn the ball over less? And then I looked at turn-worthy plays, and y'all wouldn't believe who was top 5 in that. Josh Allen. And you wouldn't believe who's in top 10 in that. Phillip Rivers. So, in the end of the day, I just had to think of, okay, well, who's hot right now? And, of course, the obvious answer was clearly Buffalo. Okay, so my answer is going with Buffalo. Of course, leave y'all's thoughts in the comments and let me know whose y'all's picks are. Very curious to know that. Because all y'all are just as smart as I am when it comes to football, maybe smarter. Okay, and then the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans. Now, that was also a hard pick, just because I feel like Tennessee has a better offense because they have a better wide receiving core. They have a better quarterback when it comes to passing the ball, okay? And then they have Derrick Henry, who arguably is the best running back in the league right now. Although I still feel like Chris Johnson is being slapped in the face if you give him the MVP. But that's just me, okay? So I got Baltimore winning that game just because you did have the Titans go to the AFC Championship last year, and a lot of teams usually fall after they make it that far in the playoffs. And then this could be considered a revenge match. So I got to give it to Baltimore. They're hot right now. And then the Titans defense is just god-awful. God-awful. Definitely took a drop since last year, if y'all remember Titans defense from last year, okay? And then moving on to the NFC, you have the Saints. No. Like, you have the Seahawks and you have the Rams. Now, if the Seahawks are playing the Rams in LA, I'd probably lean more towards LA, but just because it's in Seattle and Russell Wilson is really good at home, I'm going with Seattle to win this game. Again, tell me what y'all think in the comments, of course. And then another game we have Tampa Bay and Washington. Okay. Actually, are those games today? I'm missing out. Okay. Yeah, okay. So Tampa Bay and Washington. I got Tampa Bay, obviously, because Alex Smith is playing on one leg. That pass rush for Tampa Bay is vicious. So again, let me know what y'all got. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. And hope y'all enjoy y'all wild card weekend. And remember, like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Okay.